Hi, I'm Stu.
And I'm Kevin, and we're the Chalkboard Agency.
Terrific. Tell us a little bit about you, Kevin.
I was a classroom teacher for 25 years, and in that time, I also worked as a public speaker, and I still do. I work a lot with students as well as staff and school communities.
And I was a classroom teacher very early in my career. 25 years ago, decided to become a full-time public speaker. I speak to roughly 75,000 students a year, 1.5 million in my career, and boy, we have been in a lot of schools.
We have. We've seen a lot of kids, been in a lot of schools, and lately especially, we're noticing that there are some real needs happening in schools because kids are not really connecting.
And they have more ways to connect now than ever in history, but they're not talking to each other. And that's why we decided to create the Chalkboard Agency. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what we do.
So when we're brought into schools, people often want us to tell a story or an anecdote, and then kids can reflect and have heard the same story and move from there. And wouldn't it be cool if instead of having one speaker a year, you had 2 or 5 or 10?
Maybe 30 or more.
Oh, slow down, Stu. So what we've created is a video library of speakers, people telling their stories. And they're not professional speakers always, a lot of regular, everyday people. And they don't always look like us. They mostly don't. They look more like your students, and in some cases look very different from your students, which is why it's so powerful.
Right, and by collecting stories from all walks of people, from all walks of life, when we see a story or we share a movie experience together or even know the same music, we want to say, hey, let's compare notes. Let's talk about that. Hey, what'd you think? How'd you feel? How'd you feel? And that's where storytelling has now become almost the foundation of very solid social emotional learning.
Absolutely. When you know somebody's story, it creates empathy. Empathy is created by experiencing other people's perspective. So by showing some of these videos, with a subscription to show as many as you'd like, as often as you'd like in your school, you have the opportunity to give your kids a chance to hear a story together and then put together, how does that work for me? Or how is that the same? Or how is that different? Or I never considered that.
And not only are they connecting with each other, by comparing those notes, they're saying, here's how I feel about that. How do you feel about that?
And that moves them forward in their development and their connectivity. So the Chalkboard Agency has created this video library, and we're adding to it every single week. And what it is videos 4 to 8 minutes long, and each one is professionally done, professionally edited, professionally shot, and it contains everything a teacher or facilitator needs to create a powerful experience for their students.
Yeah, and we've done all the heavy lifting. We, as educators, know that, hey, they're not making the plate any bigger, they're just piling more on top, and that was the last thing that we wanted to do. So everything is just plug and play. Play the video, and then there's curriculum at the end. Those curriculum questions have been designed by professional educators saying this is what our kids need to be talking about. We took as much of the burden off the educator as we could.
There's no copies, there's no workbook. With a subscription to this, everyone has access to all of it, and the curriculum shows up on the video. Press play, run it through, and those questions, again, are about application. So it's not just we watch this, now what? It's we watch this, so what do we now do?
So as the Chalkboard Agency, we are building this library and constantly adding to it. There will always be new curriculum, there will always be new stories to hear, and we just are so excited to be sharing it with you guys. So I'm Stu.
I'm Kevin, we're the Chalkboard Agency. Let us know how we can help you and your kids connect to the world around them.
Thanks so much.